Meditation 1. Settling and focusing the mind. Welcome to this practice of breath focus meditation. Begin by finding a comfortable, upright position. Sit with your back comfortably straight, with your feet flat on the floor. If sitting is painful, you can practice in any position that allows you to feel physically supported while also staying alert and awake. Lift your shoulders up to your ears as you inhale, then relax them down as you exhale. Try that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Now make a conscious choice about the placement of your hands. You can fold them in your lap, rest them on your knees, or any place that feels comfortable. Your eyes can be closed or open. If you leave them open, drop your gaze and let the eyes rest without wandering or focusing on anything specific. As we continue, keep the body as still as possible. Make a commitment to holding the posture you have chosen, without fidgeting or moving around. Stillness of the body helps to bring about greater awareness and stillness of the mind. Now take a few deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and draw the breath all the way down, letting your abdomen expand. Exhale through your mouth, releasing the breath fully. Take a few more breaths this way. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And now inhale and exhale through your nose only. Let your breath settle into its own natural place. Bring awareness to your mouth. With your mouth closed, relax your lips and jaw. And feel your tongue gently resting against the upper palate, your teeth unclenched. Feel the relaxation in your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, your whole face. Feel the relaxation and release of your neck, your shoulders, and your abdomen. Let the body and mind settle into this experience of breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And now we'll do a breath focus meditation. I'll describe a few ways you can focus on your breath and choose the one that makes the most sense to you. The first involves labeling the breath. As you inhale, say in your own mind, inhale. As you exhale, say in your own mind, exhale. Try that for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale at your own pace. The second option is to focus your attention on the sensations of your breath. For example, notice the flow of the breath in and out of your nostrils. Feel the breath at the upper lip and nostrils flowing in and out of your nose. Bring the awareness back to the mouth. Feel the breath flowing past the roof of your mouth and into the throat. Drop your attention now to the abdomen. Feel your abdomen expand when you breathe in and release when you breathe out. Find the feeling of expansion as you breathe in and that expansion dissolving as you breathe out. The last approach is to count your breathing. So with your next exhalation, you would mentally count 1. With the second exhalation, 2. With the third exhalation, 3. Continue counting until you reach 10, and then begin again at 1. If your mind wanders and you lose count, simply begin again at 1. So as we now begin this breath focus meditation, you can use any of these 3 techniques, labeling the breath in your own mind, inhale, exhale, focusing on the feeling of breathing in and out, or counting the breath cycles from 1 to 10. Your mind will inevitably wander. That's not a problem. It's part of the process. When you notice your mind wandering, return it to the breath. Each time you notice the mind daydreaming, or planning, or worrying, or whatever the mind does, that's a chance to cultivate awareness, to bring your focus back to the present moment, back to the present experience of breathing in and breathing out. Try to have an attitude of compassion towards these distractions. They're simply habits of the mind that contribute to our daily stress. When you find your mind wandering, gently guide it back to the breath as an act of self-compassion, without self-judgment or preoccupation with the content of what you were distracted about. So focusing the mind on whichever of the 3 techniques you're using, just continually return your attention to the breath. If you notice you've become distracted, return the mind to the breath again. Just simply breathing in and breathing out, noticing the mind wandering and returning it to the present experience of breathing. So focusing in on the breathing process, feeling the sensations of the breath coming in and going out. And you don't have to try and control the breathing process, just paying attention to how it naturally unfolds. And you can use the counting or the labeling, inhale and exhale, if you find that helpful. Or otherwise, just focusing on the physical sensation of breathing. Success in this case is just measured with the willingness to bring the mind back to the breath. Focusing on the feeling of breathing in and breathing out. Anchoring the attention to the breathing process. And building this process of the intentional use of attention, just as we would train a muscle in the body. Returning the attention again and again to the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. in making the choice not to follow whatever other thoughts are emerging, but rather just returning the attention to the simplicity of the breathing process itself. Noticing when thoughts of the past or anticipation of the future comes into our minds and just letting those thoughts go, returning our mind back to the breath, back to the present moment. So now we can just drop the focus on the breath and just rest, just noticing any effects that this has had on your state of body or mind. And let's end this session by noticing our own participation in the practice. The success of this meditation is your own willingness to sit, attend to the breath, notice the mind wandering, and return it again to the breath. Some days it may be easier to focus than others, but trust that as long as you're coming back again and again to the breath, you're cultivating self-awareness, mindfulness, concentration, and self-compassion.